Now we'll solve the problem based on sixth condition, that is plane inclined to both HP and VP. So problem will be like this. Draw the projections of pentagonal plane of side 30 mm lying on the horizontal plane on one of the edge of the base with its surface inclined to 30 with HP and the edge on which it rests is inclined to VP with 45. Got it? So here in the question, pentagonal plane is given. So here this plane is placed on the ground on one of its edge on the horizontal plane like this. So pentagonal plane consists of 5 edges, right? Out of 5 edges, one edge is on the ground like this. And at the same time, when it is lying on the ground like this, its surface means the total plane is inclined to HP. So is somewhat inclined to HP, right? So according to question is placed like this. So and at the same time, the continuation of the question is like this. The edge on which it rests, here it is lying on the ground on the edge AB and it's making an angle 30 with HP like this, and at the same time according to the question, the edge on which it rests, that means AB is also inclined to VP. So this is the final position of the plane. So to draw the projections, first we need to go one step back like this. So after going one step back, again we need to go one step back, means you need to place the plane like this. So when it is placed on the horizontal plane like this, what is its top view? You'll get the pentagon, right? So that we need to draw like here, that we need to draw like this, right? So actually I'm going to repeat the position of the plane. It is placed like this. So in such position we need to go one step back and after that one step back. So when it is placed like this, we are going to get the pentagon like this. So after that, after constructing the pentagon like this, you need to name the corners A, B, C, D, E, and after that, when you draw the projectors from the corners of the top view onto the reference line, you are going to get front view as horizontal line. So as it is viewed from front side, first we see B and after that we can see A, right? So that's why I written here A B dash of A dash, right? And next here we see C and after that E. So that's why I written here C dash of E dash, right? So in the same way, as you can see D here, so the front view will be written with lowercase letter with dash, we need to write it as D dash. So we just completed the top view and front view of the pentagon when it is placed on the ground. Actually how it is placed? It is placed on the ground like this. So to get the views, we just move the plane like this. So and after that we move the plane like this, place the plane like this, right? So just we completed the front view and top view of the plane when it is placed like this, right? So now it's time to identify the front view of the plane when it is placed like this. So listen carefully. What I'm saying is the view as observed from front side when the plane is placed like this. This is the front view, right? So when the plane is placed like this, when we observe the plane from this side, we are going to get one view that is called front view. This is that front view, right? Okay. So now I'm saying that the view as observed from front side when the plane is placed like this is also equal to the view as observed from front side when the plane is placed like this. Got it? Only the difference is here the plane is lying on the ground like this. So now here is lying on the ground like this. So but when that particular plane is viewed from front side, both front views will be same. Okay, if the both front views are same, we can draw this front view like this. According to question, is lying on the ground on one of its edge and the surface making an angle 30 with HP. So first I'm just redrawing this front view like this, okay, without inclination. And after drawing this one, I just recopied all the names onto this front view. Okay, now this is the front view when the plane is lying on the ground on one of the edge and its surface making an angle 30 with horizontal plane. Got it? So now observe it. Now after drawing this one, now I'm about to identify the top view of the plane when it is placed like this. So I just drawn the front view of the plane when it is placed like this one. So now about to identify the top view of this plane when it is viewed from top side. To get that one, I just drawn the projectors from this front view towards down, and next I just drawn the projectors from this top view towards right. And next I identify the intersecting points like the horizontal line drawn from A and the vertical line drawn from A dash is intersecting here. I just name this point as A1. In the same way, the vertical line drawn from B dash and the horizontal line drawn from B is intersecting here. I just name this point as B1. Likewise, I continued the procedure and I got a few more points, and next when I join those points I got the top view like this. So now I'm saying that this is the top view of the plane when it is placed like this. When the plane is placed on the ground or horizontal plane like this, when it is viewed from top side, we are going to get the top view like this. Got it? So listen carefully. This is the top view. Got it? When plane is placed like this. Now I am saying that this is the top view when plane is placed like this is also equal to the top view of the plane when the plane is placed like this. Listen carefully. I am saying that the top view of the plane, this one, when the plane is placed like this and when it is viewed from top side, we are going to get this red color pentagon as top view, right? So now I am saying that this red color pentagon is also equal to the top view of the plane when it is viewed from top side. Got it? So if it is viewed from top side, when the plane is placed like this, we are going to get the same pentagon. The difference is this is the top view when the plane is placed like this, and now next we are going to get one more top view, that is when the plane is like this, right? So now I'm saying that the both top views are same. If the both top views are same, we can redraw this top view like this by maintaining the condition. What is the condition? Is lying on the ground on one edge of the base and that edge is also inclined to VP, means we need to turn the plane like this. So means we need to make this edge inclined to VP with given inclination, right? I'm just drawing this top view. I'm just redrawing this top view like this by maintaining, see, I just maintained this edge as it is lying on the ground in this condition. I'm making this edge inclined to VP with 45 inclination, right? So here I need to write 45 inclination, right? So now I'm making this edge with 45 inclination to the vertical plane, right? Got it? So and after this I'm just transferring the A1 B1 dimension on this inclined line by measuring it, and after that I'm just identifying the include angle at this position. I'm named this as theta 1, and after measuring this angle you just transfer that theta 1 value here. In the same way theta 2, theta 3, theta 4 you need to measure from this diagram and need to transfer those angles onto this diagram. Then you are going to get the top view like this. So make sure yourself both these two top views will be same. Got it? So after conversion, after redrawing this one, we are going to get this top view, right? So now it's time to identify the front view of the plane when it is placed like this on the ground. So we just drawn the 5 views. Now we are able to identify the front view of the plane when it is placed like this. When it is placed on the ground like this, now we are able to find its front view. So see how the shape is going to be viewed when it is viewed from front side. That front view, now I'm going to identify it, right? So to identify that one, you just draw the projectors from this top view towards top direction, and after this you just draw projectors from this front view towards right side. Now it's time to identify the intersecting positions. Here the first will go in sequence. The vertical line drawn from A1 and the horizontal line drawn from A dash is intersecting here. Now name this position as A1 dash. I'm repeating, the vertical line drawn from A1, the horizontal line drawn from A1 dash is intersecting here. Name this point as A1 dash. In the same, the vertical line drawn from B1 and the horizontal line drawn from B dash is intersecting here. Name this as B1 dash. Likewise, identify the similar points. C1, vertical line drawn from C1, the horizontal line drawn from C1 dash is intersecting here. Name this as C1 dash. Similarly, D, horizontal line drawn from D dash, the vertical line drawn from D is intersecting here. Name this as D1 dash. Next, last one, the vertical line drawn from E and the horizontal line drawn from E dash is intersecting here. E1 dash. Now after getting these points, you just join them with A1 dash with B1 dash, B1 dash with C1 dash, and C1 dash with D1 dash, and next D1 dash with E1 dash, and next E1 dash with A1 dash. So now this is the front view of the plane when it is viewed from front side, and when it is placed on the ground like this. So likewise, if you draw the 6 views, you will get 15 marks. Okay, got it?